Russia is prepared to act as a mediator between the US and North Korea if both countries are willing for it to play such a role, the Kremlin said Tuesday. Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov is calling for Washington and Pyongyang to start negotiations, saying Russia is ready to facilitate a dialogue aimed at defusing tensions. Russia is ready if both sides need it and want it, Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said, according to the Russian TASS news agency. It is impossible to become a mediator between two parties only if one side seeks, so the will of two sides is needed here, he told reporters. The exchange of confrontational rhetoric is between Pyongyang and Washington, therefore Russia's readiness is rather evident to open the way for de-escalating tensions. Moscow has long called for the two sides to hold negotiations aimed at reducing tensions over the nuclear and missile program the Hermit Kingdom is pursuing amid UN sanctions, which it calls an act of war. Though American diplomats have insisted they are pursuing a diplomatic solution, President Trump has said North Korean leader Kim Jong-un must commit to giving up his country's nukes before any talks can begin. Tensions flared up in late November when the rogue regime tested a Hwasong-15 intercontinental ballistic missile, which flew almost 600 miles to an altitude of about 2,800 miles. The Hermit Kingdom claimed the missile was capable of carrying a nuclear warhead and that the entire U.S. mainland was within its range. Meanwhile, South Korea predicted Tuesday that the North would agree to open talks with the U.S. next year even as Seoul prepared a specialized military team to confront nuclear threats from Pyongyang. North Korea will seek negotiation with United States, while continuing to pursue its effort to be recognized as a de facto nuclear-possessing country, South Korea's Unification Ministry said in a report, without providing any reasons for its conclusion, Reuters reported. Defense officials said Seoul would assign 4 units to operate under a new official overseeing North Korea policy, aimed to deter and respond to North Korea's nuclear and missile threat. North Korea said in a statement that the U.S. was terrified by its nuclear force and was getting more and more frenzied in the moves to impose the harshest ever sanctions and pressure on our country. In another development, a South Korean paper reported that the North is preparing to launch a satellite as speculations swirled that it may continue its missile tests under the guise of satellite launches. According to the Jungang Ilbo Daily, North Korea manufactured a new satellite called Kwangmyeongsong-5. But the satellite's technical specifications were not revealed in the report cited by other publications, the International Business Times reported. Their plan is to put a satellite equipped with cameras and telecommunication devices into orbit, the paper reported, citing an unnamed South Korean government official. A report by the North Korean newspaper Rodong Sinmun, cited by South Korea's Yonhap News, said Pyongyang defended its push for space development as a legitimate exercise of its rights. The statement sparked speculation by outside observers that the North's space program could be intended for concealing weapons tests.